The question how to outsmart or hurt a narcissist is really the wrong question to ask. Yes, when experiencing the pain of narcissistic abuse, it's normal to feel like you want to strike back, get revenge, hurt or outsmart a narcissist. It's, however, a very self-destructive question, and I will explain exactly why in this video. Now, some articles provide quite a few manipulative options in order to try to outsmart a narcissist or to gain control over them. The problem is that trying to outsmart or hurt a narcissist will result in you being stuck in your focus on the narcissist. So, in my opinion, we should thus completely stay out of this manipulative game, preferably go no contact and focus our attention on ourselves instead of on the narcissist. My view, which is the foundation of my website and YouTube channel, is about your growth, self-worth, and protecting your energy. I believe we should treat ourselves with kindness, care, and compassion. Especially when dealing with narcissists, you need your own kindness and compassion. To allow this growth, we have to acknowledge the truth about narcissists and also our role in what happened. Therefore, we do need to learn about narcissism in order to recognize behavioral patterns and analyze what's going on. The point is, we need to shift the attention from the narcissist to ourselves again. And if you're focused on how to outsmart a narcissist, you will become stuck in the phase of having attention for the narcissist rather than for yourself. So now, let's go into my 8 reasons of why trying to outsmart a narcissist is not smart at all, and why it's better to use this time to focus on yourself. The first reason is that trying to outsmart a narcissist simply is negative energy. A narcissist has disturbed energy. They seem to be fully involved in things such as comparing to others, manipulating, seeking validation, and they experience deep fears, emptiness, and negative emotions. Now, a negative inner state is contagious and spreads easily. This is what you experience when it feels like a narcissist is draining your energy. It can be very hard to protect your energy around a narcissist. So, all engagement and trying to outsmart a narcissist will be pulling yourself into the low vibrating energy. So, surely it's healthier to stay out of it and to protect your energy. The second reason is that trying to outsmart a narcissist is actually a lack of acceptance. Acceptance is very important when it comes to narcissists. Can you accept that you can't change a narcissist? No, you have the power to emotionally detach from the narcissist. Your real need is not to outsmart a narcissist, but to be no longer impacted by the narcissist's false self. If you try to outsmart a narcissist, you choose to stay attached to any of the negative reasons wanting you to do so. Now, the third reason is that a narcissist has experience in playing the manipulative game and you don't. A narcissist's nature is to play the game of power and control and will thus be more experienced in playing this game than you. Also, a narcissist will always take it a step further and has no boundaries in that sense. A narcissist doesn't care about your needs or feelings. You will be slowed down by empathy and your feelings, which is a good thing. So to conclude, you would have to become a better, or I might say worse, narcissist in order to come close to winning the game. If you do win, you will have lost, because in reality, there will only be losers in these manipulative games. The fourth reason not to outsmart a narcissist is that a narcissist seems to fully believe their truth. Their created identity of being superior is the truth to them. A narcissist will thus always deny your truth when you think you possibly outsmarted them. A narcissist acts consciously or unconsciously to get narcissistic supply, which follows from their unending need for validation, appreciation, and ego boosting. Having empathy, you have emotional and spiritual intelligence. You have no need or reason to play on the level of ego. The fifth reason is that it's best to fully disengage instead of engaging by playing the game. There is no use in interaction, communication, or reasoning with a narcissist. You can only aim for what you can control yourself, and you can't control their behavior, and neither are you responsible for it. So again, it's best not to play and fully disengage. Now, reason 6 is about a method sometimes shared to outsmart a narcissist, which would be to mirror the narcissist. Personally, I don't like this method because it's passive aggressive. With an intelligent, communicative narcissist, this method will result in an endless game of mirroring each other. It requires a lot of energy to do this, and there honestly is no point. It forces you to keep telling them you don't feel responsible for their behavior. I'm convinced you will be much happier when not having to do this all the time. Now, some think they might be able to outsmart a narcissist in the sense of being able to protect boundaries within the relationship. The problem is that it's hard, or maybe even impossible, to effectively protect your boundaries in a relationship with a narcissist. It requires you to only focus on protecting your boundaries, and that's pretty exhausting. Also, protecting your boundaries might feel belittling or confusing to a narcissist, and therefore they feel the need to respond and find new ways to control you. It will not lead to a better situation and again will only drain your energy. Clearly, in a healthy relationship, you want to be able to set boundaries without constantly being attacked or questioned. The last reason is that you want to grow and live in the here and now. When you decide to outsmart a narcissist, you decide to spend your now time to outsmart a narcissist in the future because of pain in the past. This will not result in any growth or joy. A narcissist doesn't stimulate you to become a better and more independent person with more self-worth and confidence. Sadly, a narcissist pushes you into the wrong direction by making you slowly disconnect from yourself, lower your standards, and creating doubts and less self-worth. So, the overall conclusion is that you can't outsmart a narcissist without hurting what is human inside you. Thus, stay out of the game and learn to protect your energy. Work on emotionally detaching and acceptance of what happened. Start with making small steps in the right direction again and allow yourself to grow. I hope this video can be helpful to you. I wish you strength and more kindness in the future.